High season here on the island has just ended. We're not quite in rainy season yet, but it's definitely on the horizon. So right now, all over the island, deals are popping up for rooms and wooden bungalows that can be rented by the month over the low season. The rainy season here on Koh Rong is more or less from May to October. I've never stayed here over the rainy season, so I really don't know what to expect, aside from rain, obviously. I don't know how bad the rain's going to be, and I don't know if there's going to be issues with, for example, the supply boats or more frequent power cuts, but we've decided to stay here over the rainy season nonetheless and just see how it goes. Will we survive 6 months of tropical storms staying in a wooden shack? For rent this cheap, I'm willing to take the chance. These bungalows behind me are rented out by the same people that own the pizza restaurant down the road, Toto Pizza. We're around about a 5-minute walk from Soksan village, so you're pretty close here to restaurants and the local shops. So if you want to buy water or basic supplies, things like that, you're not too far. Also, up this hill, you have a great view of the best beach on Koh Rong, Soksan beach. And the cool thing about these bungalows is you've got 2 separate living areas. So if you're a group, 3 or 4 people, this place would be ideal. And they're only asking $200 a month with your electricity and water billed separately. The $200 a month that they're asking for is actually for low season and high season, but they're asking you to commit to staying here for at least 6 months. We almost rented one of these bungalows when we first arrived here, but at that time they were still being renovated, so the dates didn't quite match up. Also, I don't trust myself to live so close to a pizza restaurant. My metabolism isn't what it used to be. Just down the road from Toto Bungalows, we've got another cool place, Lanting Villas, stone's throw from the beach just before you get to the Soksan village over there. The price they're offering for low season is only $400 a night, which is less than 15 bucks a night. To give you an idea as to how good a deal that is, right now to stay there for 1 night, they're asking for $40 a night. So that's a huge saving. That price includes AC and all the rooms have a TV. I actually haven't used AC since I moved here. When you live so close to the beach, you get that breeze coming off the water, so AC is generally not as important as it is when you live on the mainland. If you're the kind of person who can't live without AC, this would be a good deal for you. This place behind me, Vagabond, has got rooms for rent for $150 a month. This is a great location, very central, right across the road from the main tourist pier where you'll arrive on the speedboat. Last month they were actually looking for bar staff in Vagabonds, and those positions are probably filled, but I'm sure other jobs will become available as people leave the island. I've worked jobs like that before where typically you don't get paid much, you get a token salary, but you get free alcohol and food. I don't know if that's the case there, but that would be typical. Those jobs are a great way to meet people. They're also very low stress because everyone's there on a temporary basis and also everyone's drunk. Okay, this next place didn't give a name in the listing. It's one of those places that like to be anonymous and make you work to find out where it is. So I had to reverse engineer the photo that they had in the advertisement, and I'm pretty sure it's this view right here between these two piers. Also, the rooms in the listing had blue walls, and this building behind me is kind of blue, so I'm guessing it's right there. Since the building has no name, or at least they don't want you to know the name, I'm going to include the contact details here at the bottom of the video. Obviously this place is very centrally located. You can't get much more central than this. And you're also just around the corner from the only real gym on the island, the Blue House Gym. You can work out at that gym for $5 a day, and you might be glad of the opportunity to work out here because there are a lot of fit young people walking around the island, and most of the time they aren't wearing much clothes. I'm convinced the only reason they do this is to make me feel old and bloated, but you know, it could also be the humidity. If you don't want to stay right on the main beach here, you also don't necessarily want to stay in the middle of nowhere. This place behind me is a good compromise. It's between the main beach and Longset Beach, which is one of the nicest beaches on the island. Right now they're advertising bungalows with air conditioning for $300 a month over the low season. I have it on good authority that a pack of monkeys lives in this part of the forest, so if you have a deep-seated fear of primates, then maybe look elsewhere. But for everyone else, I think this is a good option. This is my personal favorite out of all the places that I found that are currently available to rent by the month. It's a great location here. These bungalows are right on the water, and they're only asking $300 a month over the low season with a 3-month minimum stay. Unless I'm mistaken, this is another one of those places with no name. So you're gonna have to track down the owner on Facebook. I'm gonna put her name at the bottom of the video here. You're pretty isolated out here. This is not going to be appealing to your average tourist. If you're a recluse, this is a great spot. If you hate people, great option. Great for someone basically at the end of their rope and who's basically done with life. You've got front row seats here to the tropical storms that are soon going to be a daily occurrence here on the island. Sitting out here on your porch, you're going to be the island's early warning system, the first line of defense. The only thing between you and the gale force winds that are going to be coming in from the sea is these palm trees. Imagine the thrill of watching a barrage of coconuts hurtling through the air towards you like cannonballs, dodging them out here in the rain, knowing that any moment might be your last. And if you survive the coconuts, who's to say a rogue wave or a bolt of lightning doesn't hit your bungalow while you sleep? Imagine the dreams you'll have with that as a possibility. Or you could meet the storm halfway. The guy next door has a boat. Why not take it out for one last ride? Point the bow in the general direction of the clouds gathering offshore and head straight into the eye of the storm. And die on your own terms like some mad pirate
A hero's death. Only $300 a month.